My name's Alistair King. I'm veterinary manager for Intervet Shear and Plough. I qualified as a vet in 1990 and I went down to work in Devon. And I was down working as a vet for 11 years before I joined Intervet. When I was working in Devon as a vet, a lot of our time was spent dealing with lame cows. You'd have a whole morning going out on the farm and pairing out feet and everything. And it's very rewarding. It was a very nice thing to do. So you get there, you can do the feet, you see the cows at the end, and you can see you've really done something. So it's a very rewarding job. But was it right that we were ever there and having to do it? And should we now be thinking more about lameness and preventing lameness than we used to? The world's changed quite a lot. We're aware of a lot more things. There are both internal farming reasons and external farming reasons why we have to think about lameness and start looking at it more. On the external side is welfare. It's become a real focus, and one of the things you hear when you go to any welfare meetings and things, when people start talking about farming, is they start talking about lameness in cattle, because it's recognised. It's a very easy thing to spot. You walk on a farm, you see lame cows. It's very, very easy to see. So it's an area that everyone's really, really aware of. But do we just need to worry about it because we're thinking about the people who are watching us, or do we need to think for ourselves? As farmers, a lot of the subsidies have gone. Your life is harder. You have to be more proactive. You have to be more efficient. And you have to make sure that your animals are providing and producing as they should do. And lameness can be a big problem. We've already, this gentleman over here, he's already mentioned about the effects on fertility and on weight loss. And that has knock-on effects on milk yield as well. So it's important to try and keep our lameness under control so that we're getting the best out of our animals. What do we need to think about it, and why do we need to worry about it? Do we just accept lameness as something that we see? I think we need to think about things like, is it actually painful? And that may seem a very, very silly question, is lameness question, is it painful? And I'd hope that if I say, do you think it's painful, you're all going to stick your hands up. Because, if you get a stone in your shoe, one of the first things you're going to want to do is to take that stone out of your shoe. In fact, I'd challenge any of you to put a stone in your shoe and spend a whole day walking around London and see how you feel at the end of the day. Not just your foot, which will be painful, but the whole body, because you're walking differently, you put your weight differently, it affects you all over. And that's just one day. With cows with sore feet, with skull ulcers, things like that, they're having to walk like that for a long time. So it's a real big impact.